Hi, everyone. Welcome to episode 37 of Nicola Valley Talk, a podcast provided to you by Tourism Nicola Valley, Experience Nicola Valley, and Experience Merit. Nicola Valley Talk is broadcasted live every Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific Time from Merritt, British Columbia, Canada. My name is Tanya Stewart. I am your host tonight as Nicola Valley Talk. I am so excited, really excited. Okay, there's a couple of things I'm excited about our guest tonight. And also, I am a grandmother twice over. I have a little grandson. Nico is his name. He was born 2 days ago, so he's just a little two-day year old. So again, I am so excited tonight because we are going to talk about winning, and it is about time. The Nicola Valley people get some positive recognition, a pat on the back, and a reason to celebrate. Yes, for the first time ever, we are having a panel discussion on Nicola Valley Talk. Tonight, Amber Papo, hope I said that right, President of Keystone Strategies, Manuel of Community Futures Nicola Valley, and Tom Reynolds, experienced Nicola Valley blogger, will be joining me to discuss the how and why Nicola Valley stories and experiences are winning international and provincial national awards and being recognized globally by many stakeholders in the tourism industry. So, in case you missed the big news, Tourist Nicola Valley and Experience Nicola Valley won 2021 Canada Prestige Award for the Best Marketing Program of the Year. And not to mention just that, then the next day, Tourism Nicola Valley and Experience Nicola Valley won 2021 Best Community Project Award for communities under 20,000 people by the BCEDA, which is British Columbia Economic Development Association. Oof, that's a big word. Well, big words. Both awards recognize the many bloggers who every week are sharing positive stories and experiences about the people, associations, and small businesses, nonprofits, adventures in our valley. Who better to talk about this from than these three different people from three different points of views? Than a blogger, a community stakeholder, and a corporate executive. Please welcome to the Nicola Valley Talk our panel, Amber Papo, President of Keystone Strategies, and Manuel of Community Futures, Nicola Valley, and Tom Reynolds. Okay, so let's get the show going. I mean, we have so much to talk about. I know we got a big agenda here, so I want to get all of you people in. And I'm sorry if I mess up the names of any kind. I apologize now. So, welcome everyone to a provincial and national award-winning program right here in the Nicola Valley, our beautiful valley. And can you believe it? We're all here, like the four of us, and you three great experts of the Nicola Valley, our panel. Okay, so question one here. Would each of you please share with our audience a little about who you are and how each of you came about the Experience Nicola Valley program? And let's start with you, Tom.
Okay, well, I'm Tom Reynolds, and I've been in Merritt since 2003. I came to be the financial manager for the city. And the minute I drove into town, I knew this is where I wanted to be. It's got a feeling about it that I have found in no other place. And through my career working for the city, I've always felt that we need to do a better job of getting the word out about our community and what we have to offer. And I believe it was through Vision Merit that I first came across Greg Gerard and his brother. And the program that he was outlined to me was something I thought, wow, this is really going to help our community. It is a unique way of putting forward the atmosphere of the town because you're not using people from Toronto or Vancouver to market your place. You're using down home people that live in Merritt and love Merritt and can give you the inside scoop on stuff that you wouldn't find anywhere else except through this program.
Well, thank you, Tom. And Amber?
Hi, Tanya. Nice to see you again, Tom and Manuel. Well, my name is Amber Papo. I am the president of Keystone Strategies. I've worked in Merritt and lived in Merritt at various times for about 25 years. And I've worked with a number of organizations and community events, etc. for the last 25 years. And for the last 5 years, I've had the opportunity to work with Tourism Nicola Valley, mostly as the project manager for Vision Merit, and also overseeing some of the projects and programs such as Experience Nicola Valley. So I am super excited, and I don't want to repeat what Tom just said, but everything he said about Nicola Valley Merit, I also feel that it's a very special place, and this program it provides those stories, authentic stories to people from all over the world. So I'm so happy to be here. So thank you.
And we are too. And Manuel.
Hi, everyone. My name is Manuel Holguin. I am the business analyst for Community Futures Nicola Valley. My role at Community Futures is to provide customized business training and counseling services to businesses within the Nicola Valley region. I am responsible for the planning, marketing, coordination, administration of the lending program. I am originally from Mexico City, but I have lived in the area for the past 11 years, and I thoroughly enjoy the opportunity to work with local businesses and nonprofit organizations. While working at CFNB, I have been working closely also with the Chamber of Commerce, and it was through the Chamber of Commerce actually that I first heard of the Experience Nicola Valley program. Shortly after, I became one of the business bloggers. In my opinion, behind every business, there is a story to be told, and it's very nice that when we see new businesses opening up, but we don't know the struggles that sometimes they are going through, especially in those startup phase of their business. So it's been a great experience.
Well, thank you and welcome, Manuel. So recently, like I was saying, we have won 2 awards, the 2021 Canada Prestige Award for the Best Marketing Program of the Year and the 2021 Best Community Project Award for communities under 20,000 population by British Columbia Economic Development. My question is this: in your opinion, how important are these awards to the Nicola Valley? And so let's start with you, Amber.
Sure. Well, first of all, congratulations to TNV and A Canada, as well as the ENV team, including you, Tanya. I mean, without you guys, of course, this wouldn't happen. You know, there's lots of reasons, like probably more than I can list right now, but why awards and winning awards like these, especially provincial and international type awards, is important to programs like these. I think number one is it validates the program. It adds credibility, not only just to this program, but to any programs that are focused on tourism, especially those that are produced and initiated by Tourism Nicola Valley. The second thing I think that's really important is the awards obviously bring incredible visibility to the community, not just in specific to tourism, but also to the different businesses that are located in the Nicola Valley, variety of not-for-profit organizations that are in the valley, and that's super huge. Not just in the sense of opening up the world to the Nicola Valley, but especially where we are in the world in terms of how COVID's impacted us and the difference that, and in fact, with that visibility. Again, kudos to the team, because a lot of communities have been closed off to the world, and ENV opened it up. I think the third thing and the important part, especially for ENV and the way in which it's operated in regards to it's the community that's providing the content. And so it's really important, these awards, they boost the morale. They boost the morale not only of the people working on Experience Nicola Valley, but they also boost the morale of the community. So I think those are the top 3 from my perspective, and perhaps Tom and Manuel have other ideas as well.
And Manuel.
So I was very happy to hear that Experience Nicola Valley was recognized nationally and provincially for their innovative program. And again, I will say it, innovative program because it's very unique program you guys have. I'm not surprised for these awards. I think that they are providing a lot of, as Amber said, a lot of community content, real content. In my opinion, as a blogger, our goal is to share the business owners' stories, struggles, or best practices so that other potential entrepreneurs, other potential visitors can learn from those experiences, help with the promotion and marketing of the business or the attractions, places, and all what we have here in Merit to offer. So I think that it's great the help that we are receiving through this program, creating the awareness about the different products and services within the Nicola Valley.
Thank you, Manuel. And Tom, and how is it with you, Tom?
Well, I think it's a fantastic that we've won these awards. It validates the process, and with that comes the ability to spread this program throughout BC and Canada, and put Canada on the map as a tourist destination. So although it's awards for our Nicola Valley component, it does emphasize that it's a great program because it has recognition not only from these two awards, though. We've heard from the United Kingdom, we've heard from Australia. It's really getting out there around the world about this Experience Nicola Valley. So winning the awards is just the icing on the cake that will validate everything that we're doing and add credence to what we're doing. So I think it's just fabulous that we've got these awards. And I have to say that Greg and Colin have worked tirelessly on promoting the program. And it's their enthusiasm that's spilled out onto us and resulted in these awards.
Well, thank you, Tom. And for some reason, I can't bring myself up with the three of you again. So bear with me. I seem to have technical difficulties with my fingers. So what lessons can you learn from winning these kind of awards moving forward in our community? And let's start with you, Manuel.
Well, I have been following the Experience Nicola Valley program since the beginning. Throughout this time, I have seen positive impact this program has had in our community. It's impressive to know that I believe 213 blogs written by this program have generated close to 100,000 page views. That's very impressive in a short period of time. Wow. Of course, just to give you an idea, when I live in Seattle, Washington until 2009. When I decided to move to Canada, some of my friends and coworkers have an idea about Merit, but only because of the music fest at that time. So in my opinion, only a program as Experience Nicola Valley was able to put us back in the map. I remember a few years ago when I wrote a blog about Nicola Valley perspective in youth entrepreneurship. I was pleased with the different comments I received. People who have never heard of Merit now wanted to know how far Merit was from Vancouver, because everyone knows where Vancouver is. In summary, this economic development and tourism initiative has created many positive experiences and results in our community. Especially during COVID times, these awards are recognizing the outstanding work done in supporting the local economy and making meaningful difference in the Nicola Valley region.
Well, thank you, Manuel. And Amber, let's hear from you.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in a slightly different perspective. I'm going to say, what have we learned from these awards or from receiving these awards? I believe that it took a lot of courage to apply. First of all, mostly you kind of put your program and everything, on the table for other people to essentially judge. And I'm hoping that this is a tipping point. I'm hoping that, Experience Nicola Valley continues to get the nominations in for programs that we're working on, as well as other community organizations. We're working on fantastic programs. The more awards that Merit receives, the more accolades and the more credibility. So I think that's an important lesson, courage.
Well, thank you, Amber. That was awesome. And Tom, what about you?
Yeah, the program is to me just phenomenal in generating interest in what's going on in the Nicola Valley. And I see as we get more and more visitors to our site, we're going to generate even more interest. We've got a lot of information on that site other than just business. We're celebrating all the things that you can do in the Nicola Valley, from ice fishing to mountain climbing to biking, you name it, we've got it. And this program is putting that out and creating interest in people coming to Merritt. So I think that's one of the big benefits of this program. It's a long-term shot. It's not something that's going to have results immediately, but we've been working at this almost 2 years now, and we're now getting acknowledged for what we're doing. So it's a great program.
Tom Avon, and I hope I said his last name right, project manager of the Canada Prestige Awards, when referring to the Experience Nicola Valley program, was quoted as saying, "In a relatively short space of time, you have clearly created something unique in the market that is making a big difference to people in the community. The program is both informative and educational and really helps put a focus on local businesses, what they do well. There is no question the program will encourage more to visit the region, and we are so pleased to recognize your hard work." So my question here is, why do you think our Nicola Valley stories and experiences won these awards, and what makes them unique? And Amber, let us start with you.
Sure. You know what? This is an easy question to answer. I think Tom Reynolds said it, but also Tom Avon said it in his quote, is that it's so unique. And in essence, the big word here, the operative word and why, is it's authentic. And, you know, as time moves on and people are getting used to these peer-to-peer type of reviews and stories and blogs, there's an expectation now when you're looking for information about a community, whether that's because you're a tourist or even if you're a community member and you want to learn more, you want an authentic story. And Experience Nicola Valley and again, the vision behind that with a Canada team, they brought that to life. So essentially what we've done in a really short period of time through Experience Nicola Valley is created a whole bunch of really authentic, interesting stories, and people really react to that. I'm not an expert as Greg, et cetera, is on tourism, but peer-to-peer marketing, that whole peer-to-peer and personalized stories, it actually changes behaviors of people when they read it or when they see it. And to me, that's the reason why these awards were won.
Wow, what a great answer, Amber. Thank you very much. And let's go to you, Manuel.
Well, I think that everyone has said that this program is unique, it's innovative. I think that the program itself has the right combination to succeed. Everyone said innovative, it's a community-driven program, it's authentic content, so it's real stories, people getting sharing their information, sharing their stories behind the specific places, behind specific businesses, and the bloggers are just are the channel to distribute that information. So in addition, the program has 3 interactive marketing platforms. Let's not forget the interactive community website that you guys have, the blog site created by the community, and also this weekly talk show with these amazing hosts, right? And also featuring local businesses and other organizations. So that's an amazing program.
It sure does. I mean, and I want to give a shout out. There are people that are commenting and saying that Nicola Valley is blushing, and great answers like the 3 of you. And I like to say, man, who's more unique and got the best stories in the world is people who live in the Nicola Valley. And Tom, what about you? What do you think?
Oh yeah, I think that it shows not only the business aspect but also the lifestyle. I know that when I first came here, people said, "Oh, there's nothing to do in Merritt." And you know, I've been here pushing 18 years and I've never stopped. There's always something to do in Merritt. And the way to get that out is through these stories. There's over 200 of them on the Experience Nicola Valley site. And it gives you an insight to all kinds of activities, right from homeschooling, baking stuff. We've got camping, hiking, fishing, arts, culture, hockey, you name it. It's all out there on the Experience Nicola Valley website. And it really is a great source for people who say there's nothing to do in Merritt, because there's so much to do.
And you got that right, Tom. There is so much. If someone says that they don't have anything to do in this town, they're crazy. Look outside, go for a walk. So how does this program encourage people to visit this region, as Tom Avon referred to in his statement? So Tom, let's start with you again.
Well, again, I think it goes back to the stories. They're given by people who have done the experience that they're writing about. So it's a real sales pitch, because you've experienced what you're writing about. So, and you're enthusiastic about what you're writing about, and it comes through in your blogs. And when you look at 200 of those blogs, they're all like that. They're all enthusiastic. They're all positive. And it just gives a great spin on the Nicola Valley.
Thank you, Tom. And Amber, how about you?
Well, you know, I like to think of when people actually take the time to read stories, they're actually generally they're lifelong type of learner people, right? They're actually going to sit and read. They're not just going to go flash through a website. So we're actually getting people who are interested in learning, so that they have that natural curiosity. Those are the best people to get into a community to come to visit, because they're going to experience all the things that we're talking about. We're going to be really sad when the city grows really, 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 really big. That's okay. I go to Nicola Valley all the time. But they're going to come, and then you know what? They're going to share shorter versions of those stories and those experiences with their friends, and their friends are going to be naturally curious to come and see Merritt. And it's like a big long chain reaction, and it starts off with those peer-to-peer story, authentic storytelling. You just have to read one to read like how excited people are, and that energy transfers right through the website. So that's what that's my opinion.
And you got that right, Amber. It does. The energy is, and I always like to toot the horn that there are people in Toronto, people all across Canada who message me, who read about Merritt, the Nicola Valley, and people who have moved out of the country even. This is their I guess their foot in the door from the Nicola Valley, where they grew up in, and they get to see what's going on, and they love it. It warms their heart. And so what about you, Manuel?
Well, as mentioned before, this program is a great exposure, as it has bloggers that tell real experiences. They live here, they work here, they know this program is an opportunity to bring others here. Once we have visitors here, they see what we have to offer, they visit our businesses and spend money within our community. I feel like this program is giving people a reason to come to Merritt and live that experience. As I said before, I have lived in Merritt for the past 11 years, but I'm still learning from each blog. So there are unique things that every blogger is representing in each writing. So there are so much to learn. There are so much to offer here in the Nicola Valley.
So and thank you, Manuel. That was awesome. And yeah, I mean, people can live here 25 years, move from somewhere else in 25 years, and they're still new to the town, right? You're not a Merrittonian. I don't know how many years that is, and I don't know what.
I think it's 40.
Really?
That's what I was told.
40.
I'm still a newbie.
Wow. You'd have to be born here then, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so it is widely known that the future of tourism is unknown due to COVID-19, the future of our tourism. No one really knows how tourism is going to look post COVID-19. So my question here is, how is the Experience Nicola Valley program preparing the Nicola Valley for post-COVID tourism? Tom, let us start with you.
Well, basically, we through this program have kept the Nicola Valley in the forefront. You know, we're up to so many people viewing these sites and tuning into your program every week and listening to Greg with his A Canada stuff, that we are out there inviting people. So I think we're ready. It would be also helpful if somebody's sitting in Vancouver looking at their kayak and say, hey, maybe I should be in Nicola Valley and running a kayak business, or I should be out there doing a mountain bike business, or taking people cross country skiing. All this stuff is written about in our blogs. So if you're at all interested in getting out of the big city and starting a business, you've got all the information you need. So that's what I think.
And Amber, quickly, what's your take on that?
Well, you know, I'm not going to say the actual stats. It's probably Manuel's. But from what I understand, there's billions and billions of dollars that Canadians have saved, and they're just aching to spend it. And so from my perspective, although yes, COVID-19 decimated many sectors, and tourism certainly was a hard hit one. But the Experience Nicola Valley program and all the work that TNV has been doing, and the A Canada Brothers, has continued to shine that spotlight on this region. And again, all those anxious people with money in their pockets, ready to go spend it, haven't forgotten about Merit. You know, in fact, many may have been just introduced to Merit because they had some extra time during those those long locked-in months to do some investigation. So I feel really strongly that yes, there's a long road ahead of us for repairing what's happened with COVID, and especially in tourism. But I'm also really hopeful with a program like Experience Nicola Valley and what the positive impact it will have moving forward for Merit, especially in the tourism sector.
Well, thank you, Amber. And Manuel.
Well, it's a difficult answer here because are we living critical times? Yes. Let's understand first that tourism drives economic development. The fact is that tourism continues to be one of the sectors hardest hit by the pandemic, and the outlook remains highly uncertain, especially considering the ongoing travel restrictions. This has consequences beyond the tourism economy. There are other sectors that support or are supported by tourism. Locally for Merit, in my opinion, Experience Nicola Valley program keeps building more awareness of what Merit and the Nicola Valley has to offer. There is no doubt that many have traveled to the Merit area for camping, fishing, biking, and enjoying the outdoor activities we have. They realize that we are truly unique because of the location that we are, not to mention the businesses in downtown. Thanks to this program, people know now how close we are to everywhere pretty much, with a lot of people now working from home, and those that are looking to relocate from the city. This just makes sense. I believe that COVID has changed a lot of things. I do, but I feel like the awareness raised by this program has had a significant impact in our business community.
And you're so correct on that, Manuel, like totally. And so, and based on, and quickly, due to time constraints here, you three wonderful panel guests that we're so overjoyed to have. Based on your experiences, why should other small communities in Canada join the Experience Community Project? What are the benefits? And let us go back to you, Manuel.
So just quickly, so when somebody wants to start something new, sometimes we are making assumptions. We don't know what's happening. This is not the case. This is an existing program. There are results. We can see the tangible results. We don't have to experience. We don't have to try and see what's going to happen. that's not the case. So I think that the results are there. I think that we should, it's easy to implement by other communities, and that's what we should be doing, keep promoting this amazing program.
Wow, thank you, Manuel. That is awesome. And what about you, Amber?
Well, just kind of piggybacking on what Manuel said, you know, other communities getting involved, it's a bonus. It's more, the more communities, especially in the rural spaces, that get involved and start sharing the stories, the more people are going to be traveling between community to community to community. And I think that's a super important piece. The other, obviously, the other thing is, like Emmanuel said, this is a tested and retested program. It's not a pilot program. So the time that's been invested and the challenges and all the you know, the things that we've overcome here, they're just going to be able to walk in and just kind of slide into home base without having to go through all of the trials and tribulations that we did to get to here, which is fantastic, of course.
And that is so true. And thank you, Amber. And what about you, Mr. Tom?
Alrighty. Well, yeah, I think it's really important that other communities pick up on this program. I did a blog actually on a circle tour from Merritt through Princeton and up into the Okanagan, and that kind of a blog encourages visits to other communities. So if other communities are on board with the program, and you see, you can link into their websites as well, so that you've got connectivity between all these various tourist-related sites.
And that's perfect answer, Tom. And I agree with all three of you totally. So before I let you three go, Amber, Manuel, and Tom, do either of you have anything else you would like to share with our audience, which we may not have covered or I may not have asked?
Well, I'll start that. The one thing that we haven't really touched on is the items that are covered through the Experience Nicola Valley is the cultural sector. We have award-winning dance studio with an instructor that is nationally renowned, and we have a active community arts council. We have ice skating. We have ice skating club. We have golf, tennis. We have hockey, and so we have lots of activities that are really specifically designed for Meritonians, with this side benefit of who doesn't like going to a museum or going to look at the art hanging and watching kids dance and all that kind of stuff. We have that all here, and it's covered under Experience Nicola Valley.
And Amber?
Yeah, you know, great job, Tanny. These were fantastic questions, and it certainly covered almost everything that I could possibly think of. Although I touched on it just a little bit earlier, you know, from my perspective, Experience Nicola Valley isn't just for people from outside of Merritt. You know, it provides just as much information and just as many things, like, you know, both Manuel and Tom mentioned, you know, it doesn't matter how long you've been in Merritt or, you know, visited Merritt. There's always something new in the Valley as well to learn about. And I think that's really, you know, what Experience Nicola Valley captures.
Awesome. And Manuel?
Well, thank you so much for the invitations. I think that we have covered a lot in this session. We need to keep promoting this program because of all the benefits that we have already discussed. Throughout this program, our business community, our tourism area, all our attractions, we can get involved, business can get interviewed. This is what community is all about, connecting with each other and sharing each other's success. We have not written about a specific attraction, a specific business, a specific event. So let's approach Experience Nicola Valley. Here at Community Features, we have a new business blogger, John Emmett, and we are happy to promote your business.
And I thank the three of you for coming and great insights, great talking, and great panel on boosting our Nicola Valley. I mean, it is a beautiful place to live. And I thank you. And Tom, we could talk with you on our next show. maybe, eh?
Well, you never know.
Yes, I think so, eh?
Sure.
Well, I want to thank you again to our panel, Amber, President of Keystone Strategies, Manuel of Community Futures Nicola Valley, and our great Tom Reynolds here. Okay, thank you very much, the three of you.
Thank you, Tanya, for all
Thank
you
you,
do
guys.
too. It's a great show.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, wow, that was great. So in closing our program tonight, please make sure to follow all of our programs and future announcements on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on your YouTube page. Make sure to tune in next week, April 1st, April Fool's Day, when Doug Beach will be a guest on Nicola Valley Century 21 Realtor. See you next week on Thursday night. Come join us and meet and listen to a Mediterranean at the same time, same place, 7 p.m. Pacific time here in the Nicola Valley Talk. My name is Tanya Stewart. I'm your eco-blogger, experiencenicolaValley.com. And remember, reduce, reuse, recycle, and rethink, and leave no trace behind, because merit matters and our world does. Thank you very much. And see you next week.